Here we are in the studio for this evening's debate. It's very much about trying to focus on the work that's been done by yourself and by the Lancashire Police. This afternoon Paul has given an interview in relation to his missing partner. You spent time with him yesterday. How was he?
Yeah, I spent a couple of hours with him and Paul and Emma yesterday. Clearly upset. I think at this stage, everybody wants answers and they're desperate to hear about where Nicola is.
You did a search this week of the water. They've now extended that down into the estuary, haven't they? That's quite a long distance from where your initial search started.
Yeah, it's a long way. We've searched from the weir up river, just short of the weir because it's very shallow, and then up river to the actual bridge, the other side of the mobile home park. It's also been cleared 3 times by police divers, the section around the bench and where the phone was, and it was in fact done on the day as well.
Pete, I want to address an issue. There's been some criticism of you. I've worked with you now a number of times. We've worked on Nicola Payne. I've been out with you when you've recovered bodies that have drowned. One of the things that about you is that you are so humble, you are so personable, and you care. You care so much in terms of what you do, and I've been very outspoken about those people who've been criticising you. Just give a sense, you work on a day-to-day basis, working with families, the trauma that they go through, until, of course, they have the answers. It's no good saying, OK, they've gone in the water. You need to recover the body.
Yeah, I try and bring closure to some. I mean, we do normal diving operations for the police daily, but there's people like, the Ellis Downs family who their son was left laying in a river for 3 days because the police didn't have an underwater search unit. And we located him, 3 days later, but he should have been found quickly. And then, April Jones and people like that, and Nicola Payne, we've worked together. McCourt, I'm helping the family with that as well. So lots of stuff I do free of charge, but obviously we get paid to do normal police diving as well.
Because, of course, what's happened with police forces, use their resources, haven't they? So over the years, dive teams now, how many forces have got dive teams?
The whole of the South East, so Kent, Essex, Surrey, Sussex, Thames Valley and Hampshire, and they do not have an underwater search unit. We are the underwater search unit. And the next one is Nottingham. So Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, they don't have one, Mark. It's unbelievable. And they go down west, Devon and Cornwall have one, a part-time one. South Wales do. And then you go up to North Wales, which is a joint unit. And there's Scotland as well, and Humberside. So very, very few units are around, believe it or not.
And what unit was it that has come and helped this one?
This was the North Wales, Northwest Marine and Underwater Search Unit, a really good, experienced team.
And you, in fact, predominantly their former military personnel. In fact, I think you've got a diver from Sussex.
Yeah, I've got ex-police diver, and I've got a couple of ex-police divers. They're brilliant, and we get on well with the police. At the end of the day, we work together.
It's a tough job. I mean, I've been there, and I have to say, I wouldn't want to be in cold water. You can't see anything.
No, you're feeling
just
around.
Mud.
You are feeling around, and my team do a great job. So we all work together, and it's doing the location and then diving and recovering. But the family, it brings closure, some form of closure, Mark, not closure, but some form of closure.
And of course, the reason for this programme is that very much about keeping the public's interest, making sure that story stays alive, giving a voice to Paul and to the family. I think one of the things that I've seen, and we've both worked together with families, is it's really important as the people left at home, the loved ones, to feel involved, to feel they've got a control of it still.
Absolutely. Well, it's difficult because everyone looks at the family initially, and that's where Paul's obviously getting a lot of abuse and things like that, and it's really cruel. He's been ruled out, and it's just a really cruel thing to do to people. So the family just need to be left alone, but they do want answers. And every day, every minute, and the poor little girls, his daughters are absolutely in pieces. Where's mummy? So it's horrendous.
And they don't understand, of course, the kids, they don't understand, they can't conceptualise, well, why is mummy not coming home? Why is mummy in the news?
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. It's bad enough dealing with a drowning victim's family, let alone potential other issues.
And also, we're now 2 weeks today that she disappeared. From the police, we don't know any more really than we knew back then. People don't just vanish. Something happens to her. And of course, for Paul and for Emma, they try and carry on, but they are covering. They're watching all the news. I mean, they'll be watching this tonight.
Yes.
They read the newspapers. They watch everything, and even those horrible comments that are made from people. Social media now it allows people to say whatever they want.
Yeah, and get away with it. that's the problem. They're just vile, a lot of the individuals, but 98% of the British public are absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
I call it.
It's the small minority that ruin it for everybody else.
Most British people are damn decent. That's what this is about. There's just that small percentage in life.
Well, brilliant, Pete.
Thank you.
You're a close friend of mine.
Yeah,
You've been brilliant this week. The work that you've given, and I know that you'll continue to support them as best as possible.
Absolutely. I'll be speaking to Paul tomorrow and Emma as well. Yeah.
Brilliant, great. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Mark.